Douyin makeup. What is it and does it look good on everyone? Hey everyone, my name is Lily and I'm obsessed with makeup. I love absolutely any kind of makeup, but especially one type that I really like is Douyin makeup. I'm starting off this YouTube channel to share tutorials with you all, especially with the Douyin style makeup, because I want to share with the world what it looks like on someone that looks like me and how you can recreate it, especially on your features. So, what is Douyin makeup and where does it come from? Douyin makeup is actually from the app is called Douyin in China. So, it's basically known as TikTok here. So, it's a short clip app. People started to call it the Douyin style makeup just because a lot of makeup influencers were using that style on that app. That's why it became popular, and because of TikTok, it became even more popular. And that's why today I will try that makeup look on my features. Obviously, I'm not trying to change any of my features to look like them. I am simply trying their own type of makeup, trying it on my feature, not changing anything about myself. And let's find out how it looks like so that anyone can try it. Let's get started and I will show you step by step how we're gonna do that. So the first things first, I'm gonna start by actually putting some contacts in. You'll see a lot in the Douyin style makeup. They wear enlarged lenses that make their eyes look a lot bigger. I do not own those type of contact lenses, but I will put my own, which are actually from Hapa Kristen. It's a Korean brand that I really like. It's not sponsored or anything. I'd love to, but it's not yet. And yeah, I'm gonna put some contacts in. Those are called the Secretive Olive lenses. Just gonna put those in. I think they're really, really cute and they look super, like, super natural. You're gonna see it. Ah, I'm crying. So the contacts are in. So as you can see, it looks super natural. It looks just a little tint of green, and I really, really love it. So let's just get my hair out of the way. I'm actually using those orchid clips because I think, like, I mean, it comes with the orchid, and I personally remove them because I like when the flowers kind of like fall on the side, and I just use them as clip for my makeup, and it's perfect. First things first is really what they do in doing style makeup. They really want that glass skin, that glass skin that looks flawless, that looks perfect. So let's start with some moisturizer. I'm using the e.l.f. one. So you want to make sure to really moisturize your skin and your lips. I simply put moisturizer on my lips just because it kind of acts like a lip balm. Perfect. Then I will simply let it dry a little bit and I will apply a primer. So I'm using the Baby Skin primer. Um, I like that primer. I feel like I never got any problems with it, so I'm still using it. So applying it especially to my T-zone, so which is the chin, the nose. I will do a little bit the cheeks too, and then the forehead. So then I will use my hand and kind of like press the primer in, make sure that it's really, really well in my skin. Then I will use a foundation. I want to use a foundation that's kind of light, that's not very heavy. I'm using the MAC Studio Face and Body foundation. I really like that foundation. I feel like it's pretty light, it's very easy to blend, and honestly, never had any problems with that foundation. So, really, really enjoy it. So I will simply take my finger and apply it to my face, and then I will use a beauty blender and blend everything out. Then I will do my eyebrows just before I do my concealer, since I will conceal around my eyebrows. So I'm using this brow lift by e.l.f. So I'm using a spoolie and just putting some products and then brushing my eyebrows. I'm really brushing up and against my eyebrows just to get the product in, and then I will shape them into the direction that I want. So for Douyin style makeup, you really want to keep like straight eyebrows. You don't want any big arch. You want something that looks very natural. We're going for straight eyebrows. And then I will use an angle brush just like this, And I will use actually a brown eyeshadow. So I'm using the Morphe palette right there, and I'm simply using the darkest shade of brown, this, just because I feel like it's cheaper than buying like eyebrow product because I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick. I'm simply adding powder from the middle of my eyebrow to the end and creating a simple tail. So I'm simply continuing my eyebrow and keeping that straight shape. So for the start of the eyebrow, where the brow kind of like goes up a little bit, I will add just a tiny bit of product so it looks like this. We're getting there. Then I will start with my concealer. I'm using the NARS concealer, NARS pot concealer. And then I will simply use a flat brush just like this, and I will define my eyebrows. So I'm simply going underneath my eyebrows just like this, and I'm just going from the middle to the side. I'm not defining my whole eyebrows. You want something that looks very natural looking and not, we don't want any sharp edges. That's the trick with Douyin makeup. Not a lot of sharp edges. I think the sharpest edge you will get is with your eyeliner. So I'm simply defining my brows like that. I don't need anything else. Then I will apply some concealer on my dark spots. So under my eyes, on the side of my nose, on my little blemishes, the side of my mouth right there, and the middle of my forehead just to add a little bit of highlight. And that is it for the concealer. I will then blend with a beauty blender. Then I will set with a little bit of setting spray. I'm using the coconut one by e.l.f. It smells so good. I could like, but I won't because I did and it does not taste good. Just letting you know. So simply setting my face a little bit. Then I will dry it, and then I will start applying just all my cream products. So basically, I have my blush and I have my bronzer. So I will start with my blush actually. So I'm using the Kuo cream blush just like this. This is the shade, oh my god, Heavenly 66. So I'm simply putting some on the back of my hand. And with doing makeup, you want a lot of blush, okay? This is just the part one. This is just part one. You want a lot of blush. So I will apply right at the end of my eye. So basically, you want blush to go there, okay? So you do this and you do kind of like a C right around the edge of your eye. So where the bone hits is where you want the most color. And then I will simply put some just on my nose a little bit. And that's where you want your blush to really, 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 really hit. So I will take the same beauty blender and simply blend the blush. And don't be afraid, literally go on top of your eye. You want the blush to go up on your temple, to go under your eye, to go on your eye. You really want to like concentrate the blush right at the edge of your eye. And then on your nose, just simply tap it and blend just a little bit. That's it for the cream blush for now. We want more blush, trust me. Then I will do my bronzer. So I'm using the e.l.f. the putty bronzer. I'm using a very dense brush and simply, you don't want a big contour with Douyin style makeup. You want something that's very light and natural. So I'm simply putting a little bit of bronzer underneath, right underneath the blush that I did, and simply doing circular motion on my cheek. I'm simply putting a bit of bronzer to define the side of my. So then I will do a little bit on my forehead because I got a forehead. I do have something to work with, you know what I mean? So I will simply hide what I don't like. So I will then do a jawline because I do not own one and I need to create mine. Making my jawline, I'm simply going where the shadow would be if I had a jawline. Going like this under the chin, going a bit down right there. And then I will use a little bit of bronzer and put it right on top of the cupid bow. This will create the illusion that you have a bigger upper lip. You don't want the illusion that you have a mustache though, trust me. You want the illusion simply that you got a bigger upper lip. So the trick for that is that when you put the bronzer, simply go down a little bit just like that with your finger and really so that the product is concentrated on the upper, just the cupid bow. Then I will set everything with a powder. So I'm using a powder puff just like this, and I'm using this CoverGirl translucent powder. I will simply tap the powder and tap the excess on the back of my hand and then simply set the makeup. I'm just setting the makeup so that it doesn't move. I will then start with the eyes. So the eye is the really important step in Douyin makeup. You really want the attention on your eye. We want something that's very ethereal, fairy-like, something that's doll-like, something that's really, really mesmerizing. That's basically what we're going for. What we're gonna do today, I'm gonna do a very simple, just rosy look. And the star of the show is this little palette by e.l.f. I think it has all the colors that I need for that makeup look. So basically, I'm gonna use the first color, so the palest one, and it's a very dusty rose. I'm using it with a fluffy brush and simply going all over my lid. You really want that color to be everywhere. So we're going all over the lid and blending it so there's no sharp edges at all. So once we got that color all over the lid, we want to create some shadow. So I will use the darkest shadow, simply doing it with the same brush and adding right on top of where my lid stops. Going very, very lightly, adding color, and then going a bit in my crease and simply blending everything out. So you see the difference here? So we got some shadow here and we don't have shadow at the other side yet. Perfect. Then what we're gonna do is kind of like a cut crease. So we're going for a cut crease, but not really like a full cut crease. So I'm simply going to put some concealer on the back of my hand and using the same brush that I used earlier to define my eyebrows, I will simply put some concealer on it. You're gonna go look straight in the mirror and go right over your crease. So you want a bit more up than your crease, so you want to create the illusion that you have a higher crease. And then fill out this space. So it's gonna look like this. You see, it's more up than my natural crease. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna simply take my finger and blend the rest of the concealer onto the color that I have at near the end of my eye makeup look. Then what I will do is take my eyebrow pencil, so an angle brush, and I'm gonna use the same shadow that I used earlier for all the lid. So I'm using the palest color and simply defining the crease that I created. So we're taking that color and simply going just over it to create kind of like almost a shadow, just blending with my finger to make it look more natural. So it's gonna look like this, so just like this. So it's gonna create a bit more defined look. And then for the under eye, what we want to do is kind of create a fake lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the darkest shade on my palette and simply going from the middle of my iris, following my bottom lash line, and then when I get where it curves up, continue straight. So you'll see I take my brush and I continue straight as if I was going to touch my ear, So like this. So you create a lower lash line that's more straight, simply like this. So you want a lower lash line that goes more extended and more straight. So you want to go like really from the middle of the iris as if you were going to go touch your ear. And you stop around where your eyebrows stop. That's the trick. Then afterwards, so next after doing this eyeliner, we're going to do the ego sal. So the ego sal is known as the little eye bag underneath the eye, as if you were squinting. So I have it kind of like naturally, but not when I look straight forward. So I will squint my eyes and simply take pencil for my lips that is pink, and I will simply draw on the line that I naturally have when I squint my eyes. So this will create kind of like a little shadow, and simply blend with your finger to make it look more natural over the little shadow that I naturally have, starting from basically the inner corner of my eye and going until my iris stops. That's the aegosal. Then we're gonna do glitter. So glitter is very important in Douyin style makeup. I'm gonna use actually Born to Glow NYX Glow palette. I really like this palette. Then I'm gonna use a tiny, tiny little brush, and I will take the palest glitter and then putting it where my aegosal is. So starting from the inner corner of my eyes and simply going where the lightest part is. So you go up just here, and that's where you will add the glitter. And don't forget, just do the inner corner of your eye. Then I'm gonna use the more chunky glitter and putting it where I did my cut crease. So simply doing a line from the inner corner of my eye and going up, following the crease that I created and stopping in the middle of my iris. Simply like this. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. So doing a simple line, just following the fake crease that I created. And then finally I will take the smaller glitter and putting it right underneath my eyebrows as well. So this will be the glitter for the eyes. So it looks like this. You want something like you really want the cut crease to look very much there. Then afterwards, I'm gonna do my lashes and my eyeliner. I'm gonna start with the eyeliner. So I'm using the Kuo eyeliner. So what you wanna do for the eyeliner is basically just a line that follows your natural lash curve. So I'm starting from the exact point where my lash line ends, and then I'm simply going up a little bit, following the lash line, and you don't want the eyeliner to extend, and that's where you get the eyeliner. You really want something that looks natural, and it's pretty easy. It's not a big wing. Then I will take my eyeliner and simply do an inner corner. Perfect. I will do my lashes. So basically for the lashes, what you want to do, you can either, you have two options. So you can use fake lashes and use the very spiky ones. I mean, it's the easiest way to do it. Unfortunately, I don't have some. So what I will do is the second option is that you take some mascara. I'm just gonna curl my lashes beforehand. So curling my lashes and then take some mascara and apply it like this. So that's how we're gonna get the spiky lashes. So you really want to put kind of a lot of products on the lashes and then take tweezers and simply pinch some lashes together and create a spiky look. So I'm simply going and creating little spikes on my lashes. So it will look something like this. I don't know if you guys can see. Then I will do the same thing on the bottom lashes, creating spikes. So it will look something like this. So you really want just spiky lashes. Definitely it would look better with fake lashes, but that is something I will get very soon. So, but for now, this works. So for my lips, I already have some foundation on my lips. What we're gonna do is actually using the same fluffy brush that I used earlier and using the darkest shade, simply put some on my Cupid bow. I'm going up a little bit and blending. Then I'm going a bit down and just on my bottom lip, creating a shadow right here. So this will give the illusion of thicker lips. Then I'm gonna use a Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Heathers. So I'm simply putting just a tiny dot on the middle of my lip right there. And you want to do kind of like a gradient lip. Just tapping and keeping the color in the center. And then finally, I would put some gloss on my lips. I'm using this Yummy Gloss by CoverGirl in the shade I Saw You Later. So I'm using this one, and then finally add some more blush on my cheeks. So I'm using this Tarte blush in the shade Party, putting more blush where I applied some earlier, using a simple, a tiny fluffy brush. So going up on my temple just a little bit, more color, more pink, like pink. Just a little bit on my nose as well. I will add some glittery on my cheeks right there, the top of my cheeks, tip of my nose, and the chin a little bit. I will remove my little clip. That's the makeup look. That's the makeup look that I've been absolutely loving. I feel like it looks absolutely perfect. It looks amazing. I really, really enjoy that makeup, and I think literally anyone can wear it. So that's it. We've created a beautiful makeup that looks amazing on any types of feature. This Douyin style makeup, I think, is very appropriate for anyone who wants to try it. And well, yeah, if you like that video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.